Hello and welcome back to a new series. We are starting an F1 2019 career. This is my third season though, so there's going to be a lot of things messed up, but I'll see you guys at the grid. Bye!
They say that even a second is an eternity in Formula One, so going 4 winter months with no racing at all has seemed a very long time indeed. We're back though in Melbourne, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.3-mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 16 corners could prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. Watch out for a safety car at some point during the Grand Prix. Alongside me to discuss all the action today is Anthony Davidson. Thanks for joining us, Ant. And tell me, you were down in the pit lane earlier. How do you think the track conditions are today?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and starting alongside is Lucas Faber. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Perez, Vettel, Lando Norris and Bottas, Butler, Hulkenberg, Raikkonen and Daniel Kvyat, Hamilton, Gasly, Charles Leclerc and Albon, Ricciardo, Kubica, Lance Stroll and Carlos Sainz. The captain, George Russell, ends our grid lineup. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, so it is going to be wet for the race, so we have to run intermediates. I qualified in 19th because I'm in a Toro Rosso, which isn't that good. It's like one of the worst cars on the grid. I'm going to see if I can change anything and make it go faster. But it looks pretty bad, so we'll see what we get at the end of the race. Wets won't work though, because it's not wet enough. Okay, now we're forming up the grid. I am right in front of George Russell and behind Sainz. George Russell's in the rocket plans. Sainz is in. Right. Okay, it was a pretty good start. It was a better start than George Russell was behind us. Is behind us still. He's gonna try to overtake us. We're gonna try to do a dive bomb. Oh, we have to back out though because I did not want to make contact with Daniel Ricciardo. We're now side by side with Carlos Sainz, and we break later than him, and we'll get the overtake. We're now behind Quebeca and Daniel Ricciardo. We're trying to make an overtake on him, but it just doesn't work around that. We're now going to try to get back up to them. Still lap 1. George Russell is catching up to us, but he won't pass us on that turn. Daniel Ricciardo is pulling away, but we will catch him within a lap. As we go into this turn, the left and right chicane to the DRS spot, which is not DRS because it's raining. I don't do so well in the rain. And we go into the right-hander, catching up to Daniel Ricciardo. George Russell is still behind us though, so it is not looking too good for us. We're just made up the position for 18th. Our teammate Daniel Kvyat is in 10th place right now. He might be 9th, but George Russell is still behind us. Daniel Ricciardo did pull away, but hopefully we do catch him. As we go into the left-hander chicane. Sorry. Here we are on lap number. We're going to get on the lap number 3. George Russell is trying to close the gap. He's going to try to overtake us. He just cannot get past our rear end though. So we're still going to be in 18th position. Daniel Ricciardo is pulling away again, but we will catch him within the next couple laps. See, right then we got really close to his back and almost made contact, but it was a couple pixels away from making contact with the Australian. Going into another right-hander. George Russell catches up to us. He will not overtake us though, or even try to, because he is still behind us and will not be able to get back over our rear end. Ooh, make some contact with Daniel Ricciardo, trying to get really close up and personal with him. I think Kubica's is in front of him. We're still not gonna go. We're not gonna get to our pit stop until around lap 13 or lap 12 or 13. We are gonna go. Oh, we're gonna send the up to the inside of Daniel Ricciardo, make some contact on the left wing, but we are gonna make the overtake and not gonna get penalized for that, even though it was a very dirty move. Okay, Kubica's up next, along with Alex Albon in the McLaren right in front of him. Charles Leclerc sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, but we are not going to, because we are in a slower car. Okay, we send it up with Kubica, and then Butler's up next. We're gonna get Butler, and we get on the outside, we get the Butler. There's Alex out. Oh, there's a C-trap. We're almost get a penalty for that. Then we got Alex Albon in the McLaren above us now because he passed it. Okay, so now Alex Albon is pulling away from us, but hopefully we can set some faster lap times than him. Not the fastest lap, but like some personal best. Ooh, is that Kubica sends it up on the inside of us, and finally overtakes us. That's being stuck behind us for a little bit. He's gonna kind of pull away, but we will catch up to him in a little bit. Who is that behind us? That was George Russell that overtook us. George Russell passed Kubica and everybody else. That was very unusual. Apparently he's the fastest Rocket Williams. Sorry, it's kind of weird that Kubica is still in, because he's been doing really bad like in the former seasons. Russell is pulling away from us now, and we're going to be in P16. Sergio Perez is out of the race, and a safety car comes out. We got to slow our delta time. That is very unexpected. We are going to catch up to George Russell and Alex Albon, as Kubica is now not excited because he cannot overtake us anymore. So let's go down here. We're now going into the pits. We try to box this out, but it's filled with Daniel Kvyat, or Daniel Kvyat. But what Jeff says is Daniel. We are gonna pit though, even though it's double stacking. Going to the pit lane, just get it slowed down enough time to not get a penalty. Kubica is right behind us. I don't know who that is in the Red Bull car. Might be Lance Stroll or Valtteri Bottas. There is Alex Albon right in front of us as we exit the pit lane, and we are now going to go catch up to the safety car queue so we don't fall behind. Okay, we're now on the restarting lap as Alex Albon did get overtaken by George Russell before the safety car or in the pit lane. Okay, we're on the restart, and we've not got a really good start, but we are catching up to Alex Albon in the McLaren. I'm surprised we haven't seen anything besides like a Rocket Williams or a Renault. We've seen a McLaren, but that's pretty much it. We're gonna try to dive bomb him, and we just get it to fit around Alex Albon, the I don't know what tie it, like, I don't know. I'm gonna get George Russell, who's ended up the inside at that second to last corner. Then almost off flat out corner. There's Lance Stroll in front of us. The full race update. George Russell is getting closer to us, but he will not overtake us as we go into the first couple of corners. And he does actually overtake us, but our front wing gets a little damaged. But we do make a dive bomb, and we do get that position back. He does switch back, but it will not work in the end.
They're speeding up again, so I
Hulkenberg got overtaken by Lance Stroll in the Red Bull, so we now have a Mercedes car in front of us. He is no longer in the Renault, or I think last season he was in a Haas. Now on lap 16 of 29 laps, a 50% race, and we are going to try to catch up to that Mercedes car, which is way faster than a Toro Rosso. And Charles Leclerc sits fastest lap time again after Max Verstappen. I think Charles Leclerc is about to pass Max Verstappen because he is really fast in that Ferrari car. Max Verstappen is in a Mercedes.
We're happy with the current tire condition.
As we send a personal, we're going to set a personal best on that last lap. As we are on lap 19 now out of 29. And Russell is behind us. He did pass. Actually, no. He didn't pass anybody, but he is behind us. Just to watch out for him. Hulkenberg is not pulling away, but we are not getting any closer to the German. Okay, so Hulkenberg did get too far away for us to overpass him, and I think that might not be good. We are in P13 right now. George Russell is coming back up to us as we slide a little bit around that right-hander. We go a little bit wide. He does not try to pass us, but he is behind us. He's trying to pass us now, but we have the inside line and the faster line, and we squeeze him out. But he will not overtake us. Oh, and he really does pull away. We'll get back. We pull away from him. For some reason, when we pull away from him, I have no clue why. We're on lap 22 now, as he does come back, and Charles Leclerc sets the fastest lap again. It's getting a little bit drier out here. Max Verstappen is out of the race, and that's going to give us another position for P2 or P12. Not P2. We might not ever get P2. Then George Russell tries to overtake us. We do block him out, but now Devin Butler in the Haas is going to try to overtake him, and he does. Devin Butler in Haas does overtake him. So now we got Devin Butler about the story about our former F2 story mode rival. We do pull away from Devin Butler, but it is not going to get any better in this because we keep on setting red lap times, which is not good for our Delta time. And then George Russell overtakes Devin Butler because he is in the faster car. As now we come on to we're gonna go to lap 25. 5 laps remaining, not 4. And George Russell, it's a drag strip right here for lap 27, lap 28, and we pass him. That's showing the speed of the Toro Rosso in the straight line, but it is wet. So I don't think we're gonna get a really good position, out here. We're not gonna get any points. Charles Leclerc has another fastest lap time, and it is not raining anymore, where it's getting faster and faster. We'll get on to lap 20 on the last lap. I'm gonna show you every single thing on here. You get here, P12. George Russell tries to close the gap. He's still closing it, but falls off at the end. He's not gets too close to us. We break a little bit early for us. That does let George Russell, the British man, try to get past us, but he will not get past us. He's also getting really close to us, as Lance Stroll is like 10 or 12 seconds in front of us. We go a little bit wide, and we hit the Englishman, and that does give us some damage, but we are still doing pretty good in this race. George Russell is still behind us though. So there's nothing that cannot happen in this race. Charles Leclerc wins in the Ferrari car, which I was in last season for season 2, which it was not recorded. It's now a checkered flag. Lap 29, we did not get lapped. As George Russell tries to overtake us, but does not. It was 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in this, and we probably will finish. Lance Stroll has probably finished by now because he is like 10 or 12 seconds in front of us. George Russell, he does pull back, and Alex Albon is now behind us, and let's see what happens with the tie man. He's getting a little bit closer, but hopefully doesn't overtake us. Oh, he gets really close, and he's gonna go on the inside and try to overtake us for P12. Did he get P12? We get P13, it was P12. The tie man gets P12 in his McLaren. That is amazing. Ferrari wins for this first race, and that puts them probably at the first in the championship. I'm surprised like an Alfa Romeo car didn't get like really close to him too. I think it was just a battle between Max Verstappen and the Ferrari car. This Ferrari does deserve that, and I'll see you guys next time.